This is a review of the WdtPro 2-pack solar outdoor spotlights. And in the box, we get 2 lights, we get ground anchors, 2 sets, mounting hardware, screws and anchors, and we also get an instruction manual. So let's take a closer look. So let's look at the construction. Construction material is ABS plastic. It's supposed to be waterproof. Don't know. I see there are a couple of holes in the back where water could get in there. Possibly. But it does say waterproof. And here it tells us that it's IP65 waterproof, which I actually forgot, and I didn't look that up this time, but I believe that means from driving rain. So I believe that's what it means. It's supposed to be frost resistant and heat resistant. The solar panel is on the top, and solar panel looks pretty good. We have an anchor, the actual stand here that's attached. You have actually 2 options here. We can use the stakes, and when we use the stakes, you can put these together and then put it in here. And that'll give us height like so. You could also, if you chose to, keep this piece out, just put the stake in, so that will reduce the height. And of course you have rotation here, so you can do that. And another option is to not use the stakes and to mount this with the screws and or anchors, 3 screws, right into a wall or a fence, whatever you wanted to use. So you have a few different options on that, and based on sunlight availability is where most likely that you're going to want to go with this. You want to try to kind of balance the sunlight and also the where you actually want the light, you know, where the beauty of the light. So sometimes it becomes a little bit of a balancing act, and that's because the panel is attached. So anyway, all right, so let's take a look at the instruction manuals. Pretty good. I mean, they tell you what you need to know, but most importantly, I'm just going to go over very quickly the modes. So this is, you have options here. So we have cool white light and warm white spotlight. So if we chose to use cool white or just a warm white spotlight, you would do you have 3 modes. You do mode 1 would be you press it once. Now, if you wanted to use a mode 2, you would have to press it twice. And then if you wanted to use that, and mode 2 is standard. Mode 3 is super bright, and you would hit it 3 times. One thing to note, though, is you would do that, but once you do that, you would have to go cycle through everything before you could get it to shut off. Because we also have an option of an RGB spotlight, and we have these colors: cool white, warm white, natural. Then we have color changing, which will go through all the colors. We also have green, blue, red, cyan, yellow, and purple. So those are the choices. So colors are supposed to be bright. I have not charged this up yet. I will be doing that shortly. We want to get at least 4 to 6 hours out in the sun. right now here it's 12:30, so I want to get this out soon so that I can get at least 4 to 5 hours to see how well it goes overnight. Hopefully I can get dusk till dawn out of this. But let me real quickly, I'm going to pause the video and then come back. I'm going to shut the lights off just to give you an idea of the colors. One thing I didn't point out is the power button is right back here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cover the solar panel. Actually, cover it with the covered solar panel, and just going to try to get it. I mean, we still have brightness here, but you might be able to get a good look as far as the colors go. So I'm going to press it once, and we get cool white, warm white, natural, color changing. So now red, green, I'll go through all of them. Purple will be the last. So I'm just going to go now through that. So now it'll go green. These are now just leaving it on the color. Green, blue, red, cyan, yellow, and purple. So those are the choices color-wise. Now I want to try one other thing. I'm going to go with, remember I told you before, we have energy saving. So I'm going to hit that once, all right? And then I'm going to go through and see if there's a difference once. All right, I'm going to go all the way through the colors. Okay, and then off. Now I'm going to go to mode 2, standard, see if that works with the colors as well. So twice. So now we're on standard. And I'm going to go through. Off. All right, now I'm going to try super bright. 3 presses. So anyway, I don't know for sure, and I don't know if you could see it on the camera, I don't know for sure whether the 3 different modes work. Hopefully it'll show up on the camera, but basically the way the instructions read, it's a little ambiguous, so I'm not quite 100% sure. But I am going to do a test at night, so see how that goes. But in any event, right now, all I can tell you is the construction looks decent. We have 3 options for setting them up as far as the stakes and mounting. And as far as the hardware goes, the screws, we would need, if we wanted to hang 2 of them, we would need 6 screws. And it looks like they gave us a few extra screws, which is nice, screws and anchors, which is very nice. So anyway, for now, I'm signing off, and I will do a test in the dark. So it's 6:45 p.m. right now. These lights came on at dusk. So they've been on for a while now, and we'll see how long they last. Just doing a simple test. I have one set on green and one set on red. Okay, so it's 6:39 a.m. and as you can see, light is still going. There's the red one. And let me come in on closer for the green one. So you can see, and there's the skyline, so you can see dawn is approaching. Once again, there's the green, and there's the red. So, what do I think of these lights? I really like them. I've been using them now for about 10 days, testing them. I use them in different locations, and I like them. I like the effects. I like the colors. They're nice and bright. And depending where you want to put these, you can use these, if you use these as on a walkway or something like that. We have the white, 3 different levels of white light, and 3 different modes: energy saving, standard, super bright. The colors are great. What I recommend on the colors, I tried them on the wall, facing the wall. The lights facing the wall, and you get nice color effects. If you have a fence, it would really look great on the fence. Even on a driveway, on the sides of the driveway, if you're using the ground mounts, or even mounting them on a tree or something like that, you can get some really nice color effects on the cement on the driveway. But I think on the fence it really, really looks great. I use it on the side of the house just to get a good idea. I like it. Most likely my final resting place is going to be on the driveway, and I will have them on the ground stakes, and it's going to work well. But they lasted. I had it on 2 different modes, energy saving and standard. They both lasted right through from dusk till dawn. And just keep in mind that we're in winter time right now, so we don't get as much sun. And even with that fact, they lasted. But in the summertime, or when we're getting a much more sun, they will last, because they'll get more energy. So, but I like the lights. The one thing I'm not crazy about, and I'm still not 100% sure on, is the 3 modes, because the instructions, the way it's written here and the way it is on the product description, it's really not super clear. But the way I tested it, and it's hard to actually see it because you have to have complete darkness. And that's the other thing. Wherever I put these, it's not quite complete darkness because I have other lights out there. And they still performed well. They still went dusk till dawn, so I'm very impressed with that. Yeah, so the only negative would be the instructions, that they're not super clear. But this is how I ultimately wound up using the different modes. Like energy saving is 1 press, and then I use standard 2 presses, and then once I got into that mode, then I advanced it to the colors that I wanted to use. So I think that's the way it's supposed to work. And I'm still not 100% clear, but that's generally how these things work. But in any event, I really like the lights, like the colors, and I don't think you can go wrong with it. It is a 2-pack. So anyway, these are my final thoughts, and thanks for viewing. Have a great day.
Okay, I'm pretty impressed with these solar changing color lights, I have to say. I have at least 75 lights going around my house, and I didn't know that they could change colors. I knew that I could set them on all these different individual colors, but they're beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful. I want a whole bunch more. I want to put them all around my house. I'm festive, and right now I actually am just keeping them on green and red, and it's very easy, just right on the back there. There's the green, blue, there's red. So you can cycle through bright white, natural light, cool white. So there's the red, and this one I have the green. Yeah, they're beautiful. They're really something. Great buy. Love them. Great quality.